Warship Season 40 is almost here, and I know a lot of you are probably wondering, what path am I going to take here? Well, at least I'm going to tell you what path I'm planning on taking. Let's talk about it. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood Skull Crusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the tech tree for Warship Season 40 Shock Party and the starting path that I'm planning on taking. I'm not sure, Skull Army friends, what you are planning on taking, but hopefully with some insight with what I plan on doing with the starting path here, might be able to help you in the direction that you plan on going. None the less here, I think before we do dive on in to the tech tree here, get my next critter launcher to level 3 here again. This is taking forever. I'm so envious of all the players there. So 2 to level 3 already, and I've got my third going to level 3. I've got another little baby. Oh, that's level 3 as well. Awesome. Okay, never mind. I've got my 4th critter launcher going to level 3 right now, so that's pretty cool right there. Nonetheless, still loving the update here. We are plagued with some bugs here. I'm feeling some sympathy for my iOS players, especially playing on some older generation iPads here. I think some devices, some phones as well, where they are experiencing either, you know, they can't attack any bases at all. I'll show you exactly. I'm experiencing the same thing. So I am playing on an iPad here. Okay, over here. So that's a snow-covered base. We'll go in for the attack here, and again, it freezes. So let me know if you're literally experiencing this exact same bug, glitch, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's obviously a bug here. I know it's really frustrating, probably for some players that can't attack any bases. At least I can attack, you know, pretty much any base in, you know, the southern hemisphere of the archipelago here. You know, not that much of a laughing matter. It still sucks. I do have to foreclose here and then log back in here to access the game and the gameplay. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you are still experiencing this, because I think a lot of players still are. Do want to let you know that the team is working on it. I don't know when it's going to get fixed. The Boom Beach team is aware of it. Let's jump into, that's right, there is no season in progress. So we're going to bring up the tech tree right now onto the screen. So starting things off here with the starting tech tree. So of course, gunboat and landing craft, that's always going to be there. You know, we've also got our flamethrower and our machine gun as our starting defenses, our shock as our starting GBE ability, and the grenadier, not the best, but there's been times where the gren has come in handy, and grenadier as our starting a troop here. So, you know, there's a lot of temptation to go either up or down here with regards to picking up mines and then branching off the cannons, or, you know, going down to the Shockaneer and then picking up your shock mines. But if you are planning on playing competitively, I believe right off the bat here, you're gonna just, you know, steamroll your way right to 3 engine room. So, you know, after you put some love, you know, into your landing craft, it's always a good idea to max your landing craft. Always a good idea too to at least get your gunboat to tick 2, tick 3, possibly tick 4, regards to just, you know, accumulating those tech level points so you can go to 3 ER a little bit quicker here. And of course, it probably won't be a bad idea putting a couple of ticks onto your machine guns and your flamethrowers, at least enough, I believe, to level 4, 3 or 4, at least where you can have 4 or 5 of each of them. As you continue, I wouldn't go mines or cannons, and I wouldn't go Shockaneer or shock mines. I would actually go right to boom mines, then snipers, and then of course make my way right down to the 3rd engine room there. Of course, I probably would max my boom mines. I never tend to max my snipers in warships, at least not till the very end there. So I probably would just get my sniper, you know, up to like tick 2 or tick 3, you know, just to have a couple extra defenses on my deck layout while also accumulating some extra tech level points here. So of course, after we do go 3 engine room, which means I'm not doing any 2 ER gameplay at all on this account. We're just going right to the 3rd engine room there. So of course, then once we do go to the next part here, so the good part about after you go 3rd engine room is Captain Everspark is right there on the path. You can't go wrong with that. Well, your hands are forced. You have to get her. So 42 keys to pick up Captain Everspark right there. And again, you know, you're kind of tempted to go up there and pick up some building health, and then, you know, you can make your way over to the critters. But notice how there is, you know, smoke there as well. So, you know, looking at the key cost and, you know, the value for the nodes that you are picking up here, I'm planning on going after, you know, 3rd engine room, Captain Everspark, and then building health over smoke there, because it's also cheaper on the keys, and of course you can't go wrong with adding building health. I'll get a lot more value out of building health than I will out of smoke, and it's still going to lead me to the bombardiers. Plus, you know, I'm paying 6 less keys to get to the bombardiers doing it this way. So you can't go wrong with that. And of course, I'm not getting the critters right to the bombardiers. You need to steamroll your way right to bombas here. Do not plan on getting stuck with the Gren meta. Do not plan on getting stuck with Shockaneers. I should emphasize that the Shockaneer is a support troop. I know a lot of players are going to be tempted to go in and pick up the Shockaneer because it's new, it's exciting, its damage and its DPS is abysmal. It's a very bad idea to go in with just, you know, full Shockaneer. You know, you're going to be looking at the clock pretty much until it runs out, or unless all your Shockaneers end up dying here. So of course it's good to mix them in with, you know, a heavy DPS troop such as the Grenadier or the Bombardier. So, you know, the Shockaneer can stun, shock the enemy defense, slow down the rate of fire, which gives your DPS troop, you know, the Bomba or the Gren, more time to fire. Bombardiers, we're going to make our way right to Bombardiers. And of course, once we go Bombardiers, we're going to branch our way up to that 26. And I believe that multi-node is, where is it? You gotta love it when you gotta log into the dev build just to double check here, but that's pretty much exactly what we're doing right now. Dev build loading. All right, there we go. Okay, let's make our way into warships. So that 26 multi-node is 2 snipers, 2 machine guns, or 2 cannons. So of course, you know, that's not bad. And of course, it's going to lead us right to the rocket launchers as well, which then after that, you know, we do have to pick up the mechs, you know, make our way down to shock launcher. And then of course, you know, that 28 multi-node, I believe that is a proto multi-node, which is, where is it? 28, yeah, so that's going to be either our Boom Surprise 1, Microwaver 1, or SEMO 1. So we've got some good options there. Again, this is going to be the longer way to get to 4 ER, but I think it's going to be crucial, to get your Bombardiers as soon as possible, actually get a troop that you can win fast with. You know, we all know ultimately it comes down to who is the faster attacker when it comes to warships, you know, unless we get to those dirty, you know, defensive fizzle meta seasons, which do happen from time to time, but I don't see that happening right off the bat, you know, with flamethrowers and machine guns and boom mines. I mean, bombas are going to outrange everything. Boom cannons I don't think are available until a little bit further down in the tech tree there, so it's going to be a heavily advantage for the bomba players because the, you know, bombas are going to outrange pretty much all the defenses that are going to be in front of them. Plus, you know, boom mines will pretty much be their only threat, depending on if they match other players that have picked up the other mines as well, such as regular or shock mines. So yeah, that path to bombas is going to be crucial for me on Skull Crusher, and then after that we're taking the long way to go all the way to 4 ER, which will be 26 multi-node, rocket launcher, mech. We're then going to pick up our shock launcher, 28 multi-node, gunboat energy, mortar, and then of course 65. So I'm not planning on going 4 ER honestly on day 1, probably not even day 2 or day 3, most likely day 4 or 5 into the season I'll be 4 ER. I know by that point the window will have closed, you know, to kind of be on that main path and, you know, get ahead of the pack, you know, with those competitive players. You know, then again, I still might be, you know, it's going to be a different season of warships, you know, with the server split. You know, it's sad to see our CCF, our Chinese character friends, you know, separated on their own servers for Boom Beach. It's almost like they are playing their own game. So, you know, we are going to notice an impact on warships. Hopefully it's not that bad for queue times, but then again, we're not going to know until we start playing season 40. So a lot going on with the tech tree here, just giving you guys an insight of what my plan is going to be for starting. I am planning on a season premiere stream. Of course, daylight savings did kick in for me today, which means my clocks did go back. I got my extra hour of sleep. Yes! Warships will be premiering at 3 a.m. EST for me today. Well, I guess it would be tomorrow, which would be Monday, November the 7th, 2022. It is Sunday today, but none the less here. Super excited. That's my plan right there. Let me know in the comments if you're planning on doing something similar, or if you've just got like a completely different plan all together here. If you've made it this far into the video, please do not forget to leave a like. Does mean the absolute world to me. Does help the channel grow. Also does appease the YouTube algorithm overlords. The channel is now, I believe, 184 subscribers away from 10,000. So yeah, blow up that subscribe button. Metaphorically speaking, of course. We will be wrapping things up now. You know, I think it's time to make like a Tom.
I'm an actor.
On Cruise. We'll catch you guys on season premiere. Peace.